Leg strength preservation becomes critically important after age 50 for maintaining independence, preventing falls, and supporting joint health. Today we're covering two fundamental isometric exercises requiring no equipment: wall sit for targeted quadricep strength and horse stance for comprehensive lower body integration. These movements address muscle activation patterns, mobility enhancement, postural stability, and mental focus development. When practiced correctly and consistently, they help build functional leg strength, improve balance confidence, enhance joint stability, and support continued independence. Before we begin, this is educational content, not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting new exercises, especially if you have knee injuries, hip problems, chronic joint conditions, cardiovascular concerns, or balance disorders. Understanding comprehensive leg muscle function after 50. Legs represent complex integrated system of muscles working coordinately for walking, standing, sitting, and balance maintenance. Key muscle groups include quadriceps for standing and stair climbing, hamstrings for knee flexion and movement control, gluteal muscles for hip stability and power generation, adductors for lateral movement and balance support, calves and ankles for ground push-off and stability, and core muscles for postural support and lower back protection. Common mistake involves focusing exclusively on walking or single muscle group exercises, typically quadriceps, creating muscular imbalances leading to poor posture, joint discomfort, and increased fall risk. Many adults over 50 avoid strength training entirely, assuming it's unsafe or unnecessary, yet without resistance stimulus, muscles weaken progressively. Research published in British Journal of Sports Medicine demonstrates isometric exercises not only build muscle effectively but reduce blood pressure more effectively than running or high-intensity training, particularly beneficial for older adults. Building truly functional leg strength requires exercises activating multiple muscle groups simultaneously while supporting balance and scaling appropriately to individual capability. Comparing wall sit and horse stance approaches. Wall sit and horse stance represent two powerful isometric exercises where muscles work intensely without movement, combining strength with stillness. Wall sit involves sliding down against wall until thighs reach parallel to floor, creating controlled stable movement, quickly activating quadriceps, the front thigh muscles critical for stair climbing and standing from chairs. While quadriceps perform primary work, gluteal muscles, hamstrings, and core play only minor supporting roles. This represents targeted movement, simultaneously its strength and limitation, excellent for building quadricep endurance but not engaging entire lower body system comprehensively. Horse stance, time-tested position used centuries by martial artists, requires standing with feet wider than shoulder width, knees bent, spine upright, without wall support, creating own stability. This position engages not only quadriceps and gluteal muscles intensely but fully activates adductors, inner thigh muscles often ignored in typical workouts, while lighting up core, spinal muscles, hips, and ankle stabilizers. Horse stance builds functional network of strength, balance, and coordination rather than isolated muscle development. For mobility and flexibility, wall sit maintains joints in familiar controlled position, safe and effective for people with knee issues or beginners, though providing minimal flexibility or joint mobility improvement. Horse stance demands flexibility in hips and inner thighs to achieve proper position, holding under tension forces muscles to stay strong while lengthened, representing gold standard for building usable flexibility. Improved hip mobility reduces lower back pain, enhances walking patterns, and facilitates everyday movements. For mental development, wall sit provides straightforward challenge where thighs burn, time passes, becoming willpower game, easy to measure progress from 30 to 60 to 90 seconds, excellent for beginners testing mental limits in controlled manner. Horse stance presents different challenge, requiring constant form adjustment, legs shaking, back tightening, focus drifting, where small mistakes throw everything off, building mental discipline beyond pain tolerance through body awareness, breath control, and full concentration, explaining why martial artists use it for both physical and mental training. Exercise 1, Wall Sit for targeted quadricep strength. Wall sit provides simple, safe, effective method for building quadricep strength, particularly appropriate for beginners or those requiring joint-friendly approach. Stand with back flat against wall, feet shoulder width apart approximately 2 feet from wall. Slowly slide down wall until thighs reach parallel to floor, knees bent at 90-degree angle. Ensure knees stay directly above ankles, not pushed forward over toes. Keep head, shoulders, and back against wall throughout hold. Maintain position while breathing steadily, starting with 20 to 30 seconds, gradually building toward 1 to 2 minutes over weeks. If experiencing knee discomfort, try higher position less than 90 degrees, reducing joint stress while maintaining muscle activation. Avoid holding breath, instead exhaling slowly as burning sensation builds, maintaining oxygen flow to working muscles. Refrain from pressing hands on thighs, allowing legs to perform work independently, developing true muscular strength. This exercise strengthens legs without excessive joint stress while building mental endurance through sustained static hold. Practice form emphasizes quality over duration, ensuring proper alignment throughout movement. Exercise 2, Horse Stance for comprehensive strength and mobility. Horse stance challenges entire lower body and core while improving balance and mobility through integrated muscle activation. Stand with feet wider than shoulder width, roughly 1.5 times shoulder width apart. Turn feet slightly outward approximately 30 degrees. Slowly bend knees, lowering body as if sitting into invisible chair, aiming to bring thighs as close to parallel to floor as possible while maintaining upright spine. Keep chest open, shoulders relaxed, hands in front for balance either in prayer position or extended forward. Hold stance breathing deeply for 20 to 40 seconds initially, building over time toward 1 to 2 minutes as strength develops. Ensure knees track in line with toes, preventing inward collapse which stresses knee joints. Engage core and gluteal muscles actively to support proper posture throughout hold. If balance proves challenging, perform near wall or chair for security support while developing strength and coordination. This full-body challenge teaches strength, focus, and control simultaneously, developing functional capacity transferring directly to daily activities. For optimal results, practice these exercises 3 to 5 times weekly. Start with 2 sets of each exercise, holding 20 to 30 seconds, gradually increasing towards 60 to 120 seconds as strength builds. Always prioritize proper form over hold duration, recognizing quality surpasses quantity. Breathe deeply throughout holds, move slowly during transitions, never pushing into sharp pain which signals potential injury rather than productive training stimulus. Performing movements safely and effectively. Pair these isometric exercises with light cardiovascular activity like walking for comprehensive fitness approach. Take rest days between training sessions, recognizing muscles grow and strengthen during recovery periods, not during exercise itself. Listen to body signals carefully, progressing at individual pace while celebrating every improvement, regardless of size. Start conservatively, particularly if beginning strength training after sedentary period or recovering from injury. Use wall support liberally with horse stance until developing sufficient strength and balance for independent holds. Consider using timer or mirror for feedback, helping maintain proper form throughout holds. Safety considerations and precautions. Do not perform these exercises without consulting healthcare provider if you have recent knee or hip surgery, severe osteoarthritis or joint degeneration, acute knee injuries or instability, uncontrolled cardiovascular conditions, severe balance disorders, or acute lower back pain. Even for healthy older adults, start conservatively with higher positions and shorter holds, progressing gradually over weeks and months. Stop immediately if experiencing sharp joint pain, significant knee instability, dizziness or lightheadedness, chest pain or breathing difficulty, or severe muscle cramping beyond normal fatigue. Mild muscle burning and shakiness are normal during isometric holds, acute symptoms are not and require medical evaluation. Realistic expectations and timeline. Benefits develop progressively through consistent practice. Weeks 1 to 2, learning proper positioning, developing body awareness, establishing routine, initial muscle activation feelings. Weeks 2 to 4, improved hold duration capacity, enhanced muscular endurance, beginning strength gains, reduced leg fatigue during daily activities. Weeks 4 to 8, clearer functional improvements, noticeable strength increases, better balance confidence, improved stair climbing ease, enhanced standing endurance. Weeks 8 to 12 and beyond, maintained progressive improvements, established sustainable practice, clear functional benefits supporting independence, continued strength development. However, inconsistent practice limits benefits, emphasizing importance of regular practice over occasional intensive sessions. Integration into daily routine. These movements integrate easily into daily routine. Ideal timing includes morning after waking for energizing start, mid-morning movement break during sedentary periods, afternoon for energy restoration, evening for strength maintenance, or combined into single focus session. Consistency matters more than perfect timing. Choose times working reliably within schedule, enabling sustainable practice becoming natural habit rather than additional burden. Consider pairing with other activities like watching brief television segments or listening to music for time management. Complementary practices for leg strength. These exercises work best combined with adequate protein intake, 20 to 30 grams per meal, supporting muscle repair and growth, bone health, nutrients including calcium from dairy or fortified foods and vitamin D from sunlight or supplements, magnesium and omega-3 fatty acids from nuts, seeds, or fatty fish, reducing muscle cramps and inflammation, proper hydration supporting muscle function and reducing fatigue, and limiting processed foods, excessive sugar, and alcohol which weaken bones and muscles over time. Additional supportive habits include avoiding prolonged sitting by standing and stretching every 30 to 60 minutes, starting mornings with gentle leg movements like ankle rolls or mini squats, taking stairs when possible or walking uphill for natural strength stimulus, practicing balance training like single leg stands while brushing teeth, and performing light stretches after exercise, maintaining muscle flexibility and joint health. Movement represents medicine, with more frequent movement maintaining greater leg strength and stability over time. Monitoring progress. Track both exercise performance and functional improvements. Exercise metrics: increased hold duration for both exercises, improved form quality and stability, reduced shakiness during holds, ability to achieve deeper positions, decreased need for external support. Functional improvements: easier stair climbing without fatigue, improved standing endurance during daily activities, better balance confidence during movement, reduced leg fatigue during walking, maintained independence in daily tasks, enhanced overall mobility. These functional markers indicate meaningful improvements supporting quality of life and sustained independence. Conclusion. These two isometric exercises provide evidence-based benefits for adults over 50, including targeted quadricep strengthening, comprehensive lower body integration, improved hip mobility and flexibility, enhanced balance and coordination, and developed mental focus and discipline. These practices require no equipment, minimal space, and can be performed safely at home with proper attention to form and progression. Start with wall sit using proper positioning and safety precautions. Practice consistently 3 to 5 times weekly. Progress to horse stance when ready for greater challenge. Use proper form always. Combined with adequate nutrition, complementary movement habits, and comprehensive wellness approach, these exercises support continued leg strength, functional mobility, and independence after age 50. Thank you for watching. For specific concerns about appropriate exercises for your situation, consult healthcare provider or physical therapist for personalized assessment and guidance. Subscribe for evidence-based information on functional strength training for older adults, practical guidance prioritizing safety while helping you maintain independence and mobility through simple, effective isometric exercises.